Funny place for you, Rorschach. Never struck me as the discussion type, but maybe that's what makes it interesting.
Words are weapons, just slower. Sometimes they cut deeper. Sometimes they don't cut at all. This place doesn't change what we are, just gives the illusion we're civil.
Civility's a costume. We both know that. I wore the robe, swore to the law. Then the system let someone walk out the front door with blood on their hands and a grin. Now the coin handles sentencing. Simple, pure, no corruption, just chance.
Chance is lazy justice. Flip of a coin is no different than shrugging. You had structure. You let pain rewrite it. Not justice. Just ego playing God with a gimmick.
Don't talk to me about ego, trenchcoat. You made yourself judge and executioner with a notebook and zero appeal process. At least my system admits its randomness. Yours hides behind moral outrage. You don't enforce order. You punish discomfort. And you call that justice.
Corruption wears perfume. I smell it from blocks away. You waited for permission. I acted. Notebook's clean. Streets are cleaner.
Clean streets don't mean clean hands. You talk like consequence follows clarity. But I've seen your kind before, claiming purity while covered in gray. Justice isn't about what you destroy. It's about what you protect.
Nothing gray about decay. You want balance. I want removal. Protecting systems built by liars. That's not justice.
And what, you think burning the house down makes you noble? You punish crime, sure, but you erase context. No trial, no testimony, just a sentence written in ink and sweat.
Fairness. A theater. Guilty men walk because procedure stutters. My pages hold names, not doubts.
System didn't care. I learned that the hard way. Still, I didn't invent a god in the shape of my rules. I gave it to the coin. Let fate speak when I couldn't. You still pretend your hand isn't the hammer.
I don't pretend. I'm the last noise before quiet. Fate is for cowards who can't live with decisions. I live with mine. Every single one.
You live with them because no one else does. You erase lives, then vanish like you never passed through. At least my chaos wears a name.
City doesn't need to understand the surgeon. It just needs to stop the bleeding. I am not the infection. I am the incision.
There it is. The Messiah complex. You think carving into wounds makes you immune from the sickness. But you're just another symptom. One that refuses to admit he's enjoying the fever.
Enjoyment is irrelevant. Truth doesn't ask how you feel about it. You broke Harvey. Then you made it doctrine. There's nothing noble in surrender.
I adapted to the truth. The robe didn't save anyone. The courtroom was just a stage. Now, at least I'm honest about what this city needs. It doesn't want healing. It wants a reckoning.
Reckoning without order is just rage with timing. You speak like a man who wants to be understood. I don't. Understanding is for philosophers. I deal in conclusions.
No, you deal in simplification. One crime, one bullet. You never ask why, just how fast. That's not justice. That's bookkeeping for the grave. You make the ledger neat, but the story's still bloody.
Blood tells the truth faster than testimony. Questions slow the cure. I don't need to know why a dog bites, just that it did.
Then you're no different from the beast you claim to put down. I look into a man's eyes before I flip the coin. You don't even check if he's still breathing.
I don't operate on mercy. I operate on certainty. Mercy is the tool of men who can't decide.
That's the flaw, Rorschach. You turn certainty into a shell. You talk like consequence is a chemical reaction. But people aren't formulas. They lie. They break.
Change is rare. Excuses are common. Too many try to pivot right after the damage is done. You saw it. You just couldn't stop hoping. Hope's a noose in slow motion.
Maybe you're right. Maybe hope chokes. But I still leave room for it. Even now. The coin gives them a chance. even if it's slim.
You flip a coin because deep down, you're scared to look a man in the eye and own the sentence. So you pawn it off to chance. Let metal do the deciding because you can't. That scar on your face, that wasn't the tragedy. That was the excuse. Harvey Dent died the moment he needed 50-50 odds to feel right again. You're not justice. You're what's left after justice gives up. I hope I never run into you again. Two-Face can be split further.